Welcome to Happy Healthy Living with Yvonne Douglas. I'm Doug, and today we're going to make some delicious summertime chocolate chip pecan cookies, so stay tuned. Okay, so we're back. So let's talk about the ingredients and the supplies we're going to need to make our delicious summertime chocolate chip pecan cookies. First of all, we're gonna need a mixer. I have this KitchenAid here and I just love it. So definitely have a mixer. You'll need 1 cup of granulated sugar, 1 cup of light brown sugar, 1 cup of butter, that's 2 sticks of unsalted butter. Also some measuring spoons and cups there. I do have this ice cream scoop. This is great for making cookies. This way they're all uniform. It's a smaller one, but I highly recommend you get one. We're gonna need 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract, 2 large eggs, 1 teaspoon of sea salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of baking powder, 3 cups of flour, that's unbleached flour. And then we're using 2 cups of milk chocolate morsels. I'm using Toll House, Nestle Toll House brand. You can use any brand you want. And 1 cup of pecan chips. And of course, you're gonna need some cooking trays. I love using Silpat, but if you don't have Silpat, you can use parchment paper. And then of course, a cooling rack. Very important you have a cooling rack for your cookies. And this is all the ingredients we're gonna need. So let's get baking. Okay, so after you get all your ingredients ready to go, I like to pre-measure mine, have everything ready, so then this way I can just mix it together. I like to put on my oven right now to 375. We're gonna preheat our oven to 375, and these will bake for around 8 to 10 minutes. Okay, so while my oven is preheating over there, I'm gonna first, if you notice, I have everything laid out here. So I'm gonna first start creaming my sugars and my butter. Now, one thing that's very important about your butter is that it is room temperature. So mine has been sitting out for a while. Hopefully it's ready to go. But you definitely want your butter room temperature. This is gonna make it a lot easier to cream. And remember, we're using 1 cup of unsalted butter, and 1 cup is 2 sticks. Okay. And I'm gonna add my 1 cup of granulated sugar. And then this is my 1 cup of firmly packed light brown sugar. Make sure it is well packed. All right, I'm gonna add that. Now we're gonna cream it together. Okay, so while that's creaming together, I'm gonna get my dry ingredients here. I already have it in a bowl. This is my 3 cups of unbleached flour. I'm gonna add my 1 teaspoon of sea salt. Now this is not regular salt, we're using sea salt. It does make a difference, so use sea salt. We're gonna use 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And then our half a teaspoon of baking powder. And what I'm gonna do here, I'm just going to get a whisk and just blend all those dry ingredients together. Check on my butter and sugar mixture, okay? Remember, if you have anything sticking, make sure you scrape it, because you want it well blended, well creamed, let's put it that way. Okay, this looks good. So as you can see, it's creamed, it's all together. What I usually like doing with my 2 eggs is I like cracking it in a bowl first, just to make sure I don't get any shells, which I actually did get a little shell right here, you can see it. So, practice. But anyway, I'm just mixing my egg just a little bit like that. Gonna add my wet to the cream now. Make sure you get it all. Gonna combine that. Okay, that looks good. And now we're gonna add our 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Remember to use teaspoons. 1, 2. Yum, I just love the way vanilla smells. And we're gonna mix that just a little bit. Get that in there. Very good. And now we're gonna add our dry ingredients. Now we're gonna do this just a little bit at a time. I'm gonna get actually a spoon to help me out. And we just wanna do a little bit at a time. We do not wanna put it all in at once. So maybe about a third. We'll do it like 3 times. Now you could use a towel to make sure that the flour does not go flying everywhere, but it's up to you. I think that's fine. I'm gonna add some more of the flour. And then we're gonna add our last third. Start it out on slow first and then gradually put it up to a medium. Okay, so you might be saying, Doug, how long do you have to mix that? Well, you mix it until you really see that everything's well combined, so maybe about 2 minutes or so. Just check it, and after that is all mixed together, we're gonna add our chocolate. Same thing, we're gonna do a little bit at a time. Probably about half. And you do want to do it on a low speed. I'm going to add the other half. These are going to be so good. Yum. Yes. You could also mix this by hand if you want, adding the chocolate chips in there, but I think it's easier just to do it with the mixer. Wow, that looks so good. Now we're going to add our pecans. I'm just going to add the whole amount. It's only 1 cup, so I think it should be fine. Mix that together. Wow, it's going to be so good. I can't wait. Okay, so that looks good. Very nice. I'm gonna scrape it off my paddle here. Yum, yum, yum. All right, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna start forming our cookies. Okay, so I wanna show you how easy this is with this ice cream scoop. So I'm basically getting the ice cream scoop, filling it up like that, and then release. And look at that. You do want to separate it a little bit, at least 1 inch, because they will expand. I cannot wait to taste these. And these we'll make a lot of cookies. So you can give some to maybe a neighbor. It is summertime, so if you have kids and they bring over their friends, you can make these cookies really quick while they're playing. And when they're finished playing, they'll come into nice some warm chocolate chip cookies with some cold milk. Nothing better. But see how the ice cream scoop really makes it uniform? So this way they're pretty much all the same size. Okay, when we come back, we're going to be putting them in the oven and then baking them up. It's already done. The oven is preheated. We'll bake these for about 8 to 10 minutes. We don't want to over bake these because we want them nice and gooey and chewy. Perfect. Yum. All right, let's put them in the oven. Oh my gosh, look at these. They look so good and they smell so yummy. I'm going to pick each one up, put it on my cooling rack. These are gonna be so yummy, so chewy. Cannot wait. Once these are all cool, we're going to package them and I'll show you how you can give it as a gift. So stay tuned. Oh my gosh, look at them. They look so delicious. And this makes 48 delicious chocolate chip pecan cookies. You have to try this recipe. All right, now we're going to work on some gift packaging and how we're gonna present these, and I can't wait. Okay, so welcome back. So let's talk about how we're gonna give these as gifts and how we're gonna box these up. First of all, if you go on Amazon, you can look up cookie boxes, and there's all different types that you can purchase. I bought these. These come in bulk and they're fairly inexpensive. They're not that expensive. I want to say it was like maybe $20-something for a package of 50, I believe. But this is brown and has a clear top. You know, you can see through it. I think that's really cute. They have some that are really solid. So you can just do solid or you can do the ones with a clear top. This is, I think, a 6x6 box, but again, they have different sizes too. So they usually come like this, and they're already, pretty much folded for you. They have the perforated edges, and you just have to fold it. I would definitely fold it a lot, though, over those lines because you want nice creases. So make sure when you fold these, you do it a couple of times. So it's just gonna make it a lot nicer when you start putting it together, and it's fairly easy, okay? Not hard at all. All right, so I'm gonna put this to the side. What else will you need? You're going to need a little bit of liquid glue. I'm just using regular Elmer's glue. You're gonna need some dry wax paper. These are 6x6 little sheets. They look like this. This is really nice to put in the box with your cookies. Little name tags. This is the same brown paper as the boxes, and I think it's really cute, so it's gonna match. You're gonna need some double-sided tape, some rope. I'm using rope. You can use ribbon. You can use anything you want, however you want to package it, but this is what we're gonna do today. Scissors, of course. I have some cardstock, yellow, dark green, and light green. We're gonna be making some flowers using our punches. I got these punches at Michael's. This is for really leaves, and then this is the flower. So we're gonna punch out one flower and some leaves and put it on our box, make it look nice and festive. All right, so let's get busy putting this together. Okay, so let me show you how easy it is to put these boxes together. So after you kind of bend it on those folds, Then you're just going to stick the side into these little slits, just like that to secure it. And then this one. Simon's making all these noises. He smells the cookies. He's saying, Daddy, I want to try a cookie. Don't give your dogs the chocolate chip cookies. All right, so then you have your box. See how awesome that is? And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our tissue paper here, or wax paper I should call it, and we're just going to place it, let's see, right here. And I'm just gonna do it like that, I think. And then we're gonna start adding our cookies to it, all right? So before we do that, we're going to punch out our flour. So let me get my paper here. All right, so I'm gonna do the leaves first. And this is very, very simple. Just place it inside the punch, press. Wow, how easy is that? You got your leaves. These are the light green. I'm gonna do 2 colors, the light and the dark, to give it some contrast. Probably gonna place the light on top of the green. I'm gonna use a little Elmer's glue. Just put a little dot in the middle on the dark green. Lay the light green on top. And just keep that to the side for right now. That's gonna adhere, and then we're going to add to our flour. This is very easy. There's our flour. And I'm actually gonna fold up the little petals like this, okay? And I'm gonna punch one more out. This next one's gonna lay more flat, and it's gonna be on top of that one. Oh yeah, it looks just like a daisy. And once again, we're gonna use a little glue in the middle, little dot. Little glue is good for you. That's what I always told my students. Little glue is good for you. And look how cute that flower is. Can you see that? Look how cute that flower is. Okay, so now we're gonna be adding the black little dots inside the sunflower. I guess those are the sunflower seeds. And I'm using a Sharpie here. You can use a regular black marker if you want. And I'm doing little dots in the middle, just like that, so it looks like a sunflower. How cute is that? All right, so now we're gonna start packaging our chocolate chip pecan cookies. Okay, so welcome back. So now we're gonna put our cookies in our boxes and then wrap it all up and add our embellishments. All right, so let's see here. I'm gonna add some cookies here. Let's lift that up. I don't know, probably, we'll give like 6. I think 6 is a nice amount, maybe 7. I usually like doing odd numbers. There. That looks good. Then we're gonna close this up. And then we're gonna add our rope. Now, when you use your rope, I measured this. This is gonna measure around 5 feet long, okay? And the way I like to do it is I like to just tie it, flip it quickly. Yes, those cookies will move, but it'll be fine. And then we're going to tie it just like we tie a shoe. Just like that. How cute is that? And then we're gonna add our flowers. Now, I'm gonna be using, so after we have the leaves, on the light green, I'm gonna add a little dot. And then I'm gonna add my sunflower to the middle of that. I'm actually giving the 2 of these away, so that's why I'm making 2. And then with a little double-sided tape, Simon is here, right here. You probably can't see him. He's looking what's going on here. It's looking so good. And then we're gonna add our sunflower to the corner. Our little tag. I just put it through a little thing like that. Secure it, move it down a little bit. And secure it. Look at that. Now, who wouldn't enjoy, let's kind of trim this a little bit. Who wouldn't enjoy some yummy cookies in some nice packaging like this? How awesome is that? All right, now for my taste test. So good, chewy, yummy. A nice glass of milk. Nothing better. Yum. Thank you so much for joining us on Happy Healthy Living with Yvonne Douglas today. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. And like I always say, if you want that homey vibe, you have to subscribe. And please give this video a like. Until next time, my friends, happy healthy living. Bye-bye.